All right, hello and welcome. Recording the Tuesday, July 21st, FitEssentials on, this is Monday night. We're coming from St. George, Utah. So go ahead and come to a standing position. All right, we're gonna start with our breathing. Go ahead and stand with your feet about hip width apart, have a slight bend in the knees. You're gonna bring the palms together in front of your chest, and you're gonna look to breathe in and out about an equal pace. So between 3 and 5 seconds in, 3 to 5 out. We'll do that for 3 cycles. And here we go. Go ahead and breathe in, stretch up. And exhale, relax the arms down. Very good. 2 more. Breathe in, reach up. Feel free to close the eyes. And exhale, drop the arms down when you're ready. Last one. Breathe in. And exhale, drop down. Very good. From there, we're gonna take that into some gates of heaven. Let the arms be heavy, hips relaxed, get some flow going. Driving the hips, the arms swing at the sides. I'm gonna go ahead and start my clock here. We'll go about 30 seconds here, then we'll do one more cycle of breathing. Sorry, camera's a little bit off with the sunshine. Get about 10 more seconds here. And Christina, I've got you on the line here. I do have quite a few people coming behind, so just let me know if you can't hear me very well. All right, one more cycle of breaths. Breathe in, stretch up. We got some kids coming for some volleyball. Exhale, drop the arms down. Good, 2 more. Breathe in. And exhale, relax down. Fantastic. Last one. Breathe in, stretch up. Stretch tall out of the spine, out of your neck and legs, and relax down. All right, instead of gates in heaven, this time with the bend in the knees, you're gonna twist and reach one arm over to the side. So we'll twist and reach. About 30 seconds here, just nice and smooth. You can reach one arm or both arms, totally up to you. Good. Fantastic. From there, we're gonna go alternating side stretch. So stretch up and reach to the side. And then we're gonna switch. Hand on the hip, reach up and bend as you reach. Very good. Couple more each side. Stretch and reach long. Fantastic. Back down. Palm up towards the ceiling. Almost kind of turn your pinky towards the side. Try to reach your pinky over your head as far as you can. Once more each direction. Push that palm up and away. Elongate through the side body. Last time to the opposite side. Very good. I'm gonna have you go ahead and start marching in place. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick rearrange of the set here to help with the sound and the background noise. So go ahead and just march in place. I'll give you the next one in a second. Move and set. This might help with the sunshine too. All right, after the marching, you're gonna go to those stepping jacks. So stepping and stepping out to the side. We'll go 30 seconds here. You could also do a regular jumping jack here if you prefer. Very good. All right, so let's see where we are on our stepping jacks. Did our punch. All right, next we're gonna go lateral steps. So come to the edge of the mat or edge of the room. We're gonna step to the side, chest nice and tall, feet firmly planted. Do about 3 steps or so to one side. And then when you're ready, take it back the other way. Chest tall, just step into the side. Very good. Core engaged as you're hinging forward slightly. If you ever played basketball or something, it's like a defensive stance. So you're in like a little mini squat. There you go. Very good. And bring it back to the center. Fantastic. From here, we're going to go ahead and go into a little bit of some hip extension. So you can either do it standing or you can come to a bent over position. So standing, you would literally just stand up and extend the legs straight back, or support on a bench or a chair. We're going to go between 6 and 10 on each side. I'll take you through 10. Standing, it's going to, or here, you're going to bring in and extend the legs straight back, working to engage that glute. So here we go. Left leg first. Pull the knee in, extend. 1. Just keep that core engaged. Don't let your low back arch too much. 4, 5, 6. You can push, point the toes as well as you extend if you'd like, or keep the foot flexed. 8. Just think about extending long out the hip. Engage the glutes. Good. 1 more. Fantastic. Once you finish that left side, go ahead and come on back up to standing, and we're going to go into some hip circles. Circling the hips around. Go about 3 one direction, and then when you're ready, 2 to 3 the other way. Just nice and gentle through the hips. All right, once you finish that hip extension or hip circles, we're going to go back to the extension on the opposite leg. So right leg this time. Again, you can do it just standing straight up or come to that bent over position. I'll take you through 10. So right knee towards the right elbow, kick that leg out, keeping the core strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good. Few more. 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Once you finish that, go ahead and come back to standing. We're going to go arms crossed over the chest, slight bend in the knees, and you're going to hinge the hips back, go into a few good mornings. So hinging forward, when you feel those hamstrings, stand tall, engage the glutes. Gently bowing forward, long in the spine, stand tall. 2, over, 3, we're gonna go 3 to 5 here. I'll take you through 5. If you're fairly flexible in your hamstrings, don't go beyond about 90 degrees with your torso. And last one. And up. Very good. We're gonna go got one more exercise, and we're gonna go back to the top. So we're gonna go imaginary hurdle step overs or lateral step overs. So just as high or as low as you're comfortable, picking the foot up, imagine yourself stepping over an object. So now as you're lifting the knee, lift the toes and the foot as well. Good job. About 15 more seconds here. Focus to pull up out of your core as you're doing these lateral step overs. Very nice. Fantastic. All right, then we're going to take it back to the march. So you can either keep with a regular march, or you can go march and punch. If you're looking for a more dynamic workout, feel free to do some running high knees here. Breathing and punching across the body. If you're doing this march and punch, you want to focus on keeping the hips square while reaching across the torso. Very good. A few more here. Fantastic. Either stepping jacks or jumping jacks. Increasing the heart rate here. Fantastic. Either keeping with that step, if you want to do a light jump, make sure it makes sense for yourself and your own fitness. Good. Give yourself a smile, even if it's for no particular reason. Just moving your body, showing up today. Good. Going to do it through the arms, a couple seal jacks to finish out this exercise. Beautiful. From here, we're going to go to those lateral steps. Now we're going to add a sumo squat. So you'll step out to the side, feet grounded, reach the arms out, send the hips back. Bring the other foot in, step out wide. Call this a sumo squat. So a little wider than normal, pull the hips down, stand tall, step it in. Fantastic. A few more. Back and stand. And from the side here, chest is as tall as I can, hips back. If you can get the hips below the knees with the feet on the ground, that's excellent. If not, just do the best you can. Let's go one more. Rolling back and stand. Excellent. From here, we're gonna go another cycle of our hip extension. So either standing or on a bend over support, left leg first. Knee in towards the elbow. If you're doing this version, I'll take you through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Watch the low back. Keep it strong. No arching. And lifting up through those shoulders. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Fantastic. Come on up for some hip circles in between. Circling the hips around. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Very good. Switch directions. Fantastic. And then we're going to go back. Right leg this time. Anywhere between 6 and 10. Knee towards the elbow and extend straight back. Smooth breathing. Nice work. 7, 8, 9, and last one, number 10. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna go back to that or the good morning, excuse me. You can either keep with the hands over your chest or join me with hands behind the head. Slight bend in the knees, sending the hips back, bowing forward. Engage the glutes at the top. 3 to 5 here. Long in the spine. Over and up. Couple more. Fantastic. Last one. And stand. All right, very good. A couple more stretches, and then we're going to get into our first circuit. We're going to go a cross body shoulder stretch. So start with the feet hip width apart. Go ahead and reach one arm out, grab the elbow, and gently pull across the body. Go ahead and just breathe here. We're going to hold about 10 seconds. Looking to open up the outer shoulder. Fantastic. In between sides, let's go ahead and shake those arms out. Doing a few arm swings, alternating which arm is on top of the body. And feel free to go ahead and twist through the hips a little bit as well. Very good. And when you're ready, we'll go opposite arm. Reach it straight out, grab that elbow, pull across the body. We'll hold 10 seconds here. Feel free to relax the eyes closed. I'm gonna get the sun out of my eyes for a moment. Having a nice sunset here. Fantastic. Back to your arm swings. Alternating which arm's on top. All right, fantastic. From here, go ahead and reach your left arm, or if you want to mirror me, that's fine too. Reach up, bend the elbow, grab that elbow, and a few side bends here. Tricep side bend. Come up to standing, and bend to the side. Breathe, elongate. Good job. Really important to keep our side body stretched as well. This helps all of our overall flexibility in the back body also. Good job. Same thing, other arm. Reach it up. Keep your head nice and tall. Try not to let that head sink forward. So chin in, bend the elbow, grab the elbow, and then we'll bend towards the opposite side. Breathe and bend to the side. Good job. Couple more. And stretching. Fantastic. All right. So let me show you our first circuit here. We're going to be doing part A. You're going to have a choice between 2 exercises, either 30 seconds of a single leg balance or a single leg deadlift. So called a Romanian deadlift if your balance is pretty secure. In between legs, you're going to be doing 30 seconds of either a front plank, or if you want a more advanced version, you're welcome to do some push-ups there. Then we're going to repeat that on the right side, right leg, either a single leg balance or a single leg deadlift, and we'll repeat the 30-second plank or push-up. We'll do some stretches in between sets for a total of 3 sets. Any questions? All right, let me show you the movement first. So for example, the single leg balance, I'd recommend standing near a wall or a chair. Place your foot nice and strong, push the big toe down, think about lifting up out of the hips, and then you're simply gonna practice balancing on that one leg, okay? If you're pretty secure and you've done quite a bit of hinging, you could do the single leg deadlift. For that, and it's okay, see what you can. Stand tall, and now you're gonna hinge forward, reaching for the ground. You can hold weight as well, back leg comes up, and you stand from there. So you hinge forward, reaching down, staying long through the spine, and then stand. That's your single leg deadlift. So choose for you which is appropriate. From there, either a plank, you can do it elevated, like on a surface here, avoiding this position. So core strong, pushing up the shoulders, or you can add the push-up for an extra challenge. Okay. Or by all means, you can come down on the ground, either on the hands or on the forearms for a 30-second plank. And we're gonna have 15 seconds in between exercises. We got the ice cream man coming through now. All right, any questions on that piece? Christina, you good to go there? All right, gonna go ahead and start on the left leg. I'm gonna demonstrate the balance the first set, 2, 1, and here we go. Lifting up and holding. If you know that single leg deadlift, feel free. Otherwise, I won't demonstrate it till the second set. So you're focused to continually lift up out of the hip here. Feel free to rest when you need and come back in. We're halfway. Fantastic. If you're doing the balance work and want more of a challenge, just close those eyes and then you'll really be wobbly. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. We're moving to our plank next. Again, I'll show the first set elevated. All right, going in 5. And again, if you want an extra challenge, add those push-ups. Ready and holding. 30 seconds here. Lifting through the shoulders, holding strong through the core. Good breathing. Don't let yourself sink down. Good job, we're over halfway. If you're someone that's quite flexible or like double jointed in your elbows, just watch that you're not hyperextending those elbows. Have a little bit of play in the joint. And 2, 1, and rest. Very good. So now we're gonna go to the right leg balance or the single leg deadlift if that's what you chose. Standing up tall out of that hip. Starting in 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds here. Find something to focus on. Good job, pushing that big toe down, good focus. Halfway. Nice job, 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Now we'll go back to either the plank or the push-ups, whichever you chose. 15 seconds to transition. Once again, I'll show this round elevated. Step the feet back, lifting up the shoulders, and here we go, holding for 30. If you're doing push-ups, just watch the position of your elbows. Don't let them wing out wide. Come in relatively close to your body and still keep that nice, strong core. We're halfway through. Breathing and holding. Focus your gaze right between the hands. 2, 1, and rest. Very good. For the first rest, we're going to be doing our seated thoracic rotation. If you know it on the ground as our QTRs, feel free to do it there. Otherwise, join me in the chair. Come to the edge, sit up nice and tall, hand behind the head, and we're going to go to the opposite thigh. Sit tall and look over that same side shoulder. I'm going to take you through 5. Elbow towards the thigh, sit, and rotate. Exhale in that rotation. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Very good. Same thing other side. Hand behind the head, elbow to the opposite thigh, Sit tall and rotate over that shoulder. So a couple more. Breathe in to rotate. Exhale as you open through your rib cage. Notice I'm using my hand here on the same side thigh to just help aid that rotation to get a nice twist in the torso. Last one. All right. Go ahead and grab a drink, and then we're going to go back to our first set. I'm going to do those single leg deadlifts this set. But please don't advance those movements until you're ready. So you're welcome to stay with that single leg balance for all 3 sets. All right, going in 5. Stand up tall out of the hip. And 2, 1, here we go. 30 seconds here. If you're doing the deadlift, reach long through from your bottom of your foot through the top of your head. Good balance as you hinge forward. We're halfway. Keep pulling up through the core. Good job. 5 seconds left. And rotate. Very good. Plank or push-ups next. Down to the floor this time. Going in 5. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds. Plank or push-ups. Particularly if you're planking, feel free to close those eyes and breathe. If you've been staring at a screen for a lot of your day, just give those eyes a break. 15 seconds left. Open up through the core. And 3, 2, 1, and rotating. Right leg is next. For anyone that's holding weight on the single leg deadlift, I'm choosing to hold it in the opposite side hand. It's not really a right and wrong, just different variations. Stand up tall to that hip, either the balance or the deadlift, your choice. This is the second half of round 2. Very good. If you're doing the deadlift as you hinge, you want to focus on that back foot. You want it to be pointing down towards the floor. There's the tendency for the hip to kind of kick out a little bit and the toe points away from you. So toe down and rest. Good job. Second set of planks, going in 7 seconds. Feel free to start early if you get in position. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Again, relax the eyes if you'd like. Focus to your breath. Pull that chin in, hold the neck in a nice neutral position. We're over halfway. Keep lifting up through that core. Fantastic. Again, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Into set 2. All right. I'm going to take you back to the seated stretch. We're going to come to the edge of the seat. Start with the right leg. You're going to cross the right leg over your left. Sit up nice and tall, and then kind of grab the thigh, the knee a little bit, and you're going to gently pull your knee towards the opposite hip. We're looking to get a stretch on your glute here. So just crossing the leg, sitting tall, and pulling the knee towards the opposite hip. This can also be done lying on your back if you prefer. And relax and switch sides. Again, sitting tall. I'll cross the leg over and gently pull in. And as you're pulling in, I'm just sort of looking over that shoulder to help with the twist. Breathe. 10 seconds here. 2, 1, and relax. Good job. All right, we got one more time to cycle through that set. We're gonna go in 20 seconds. If you need a little longer rest and you're on video, just please feel free to pause it. Otherwise, 10 seconds till that left leg. Stand up tall out through that left hip, pull through the core, and begin when you're ready. Hinging forward, standing smooth. Good job. Good focus, good control. That's halfway. Good work. 5 more seconds here. And rotate. Very nice. All right. Second to last set of planks or push-ups if that's what you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Holding for 30. Remember to close those eyes if you're planking. Pull the chin in. Lift up through the spine and low back. Breathe. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. All right, right leg left, and one more round of planks. 2, 1, and begin when you're ready. Either that single leg balance or the deadlift. Stretching long, standing tall. Good job. Keep supporting through the hip. Oops. As I fall down. And 3, 2, 1. Rest and rotate. Final set of planks or push-up. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Eyes relaxed, close. See how much you can relax the eyes. It'll be heavy in their sockets. Try to relax through the brow. Pull that chin in, lift up through the spine. We're over halfway. 2, 1, and rest there. Fantastic. All right, so figure 4 stretch. You can do this seated. I'm going to show it from the ground this time. If you're seated, take your right foot to the left thigh. You can also do it lying on your back, so your choice. You're going to cross the right foot over the left thigh and then work that leg up. We're looking to open up the outer right hip. We're going to hold for 20 here. And if you're seated up in a chair or on a bench, sit tall and just bow forward. Once you feel that stretch in the outer hip, that's what we're looking for. 2, 1, and rest. Same thing other side. So now we go left foot to the right thigh. Sit tall or work that leg in. And we'll go 20 seconds here. The hips open and happy. This feels too intense. You could repeat that glute stretch we did last break. Fantastic, and rest there. Good job. Go ahead and grab some water. And we'll talk about the second circuit. All right, part B here. We're gonna be introducing a single arm thruster this week. We've been doing waiter squats and single arm overhead press. Now we're gonna combine those movements into what's called a thruster. We're gonna go a left arm thruster into a left arm bent over row, and we'll repeat on the right and stretch. So, you could do the thruster without any weight. You could squat to a bench, and you would pretend that you're holding a weight on the shoulder. You would sit back into your squat. You can tap the bench if that's you prefer, stand and push to overhead, all right? Without the bench, You would squat back, holding the weight at your shoulder. As you come out of your squat, you're pushing up to overhead. Okay? So with weight, it looks like this. Sit back, heels are planted firmly, stand, push to overhead. Bring it down, squat, stand, and drive. Okay? So just do whatever version you feel more comfortable with. And then a bent over row, either from a kneeling position, elbow up above the shoulder, or from a bench supported elbow up. Okay? You can have feet hip width apart, or you could also stand in the stagger even with your hand on a bench. Then we'll go to the right side and do the same thing there. Christina, any questions? All right, love it. Okay, going in 5, we'll start with that left side. 2, 1, and begin. Sit back, drive to overhead. Smooth breathing here, make sure you have control over your squat. Got lots of kids out having fun. Halfway through. Good to see them off their screens and playing outside. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Just like our last circuit, we'll have 15 seconds in between exercises. I'm gonna do this one kneeling. All right, so right foot forward. 2, 1, here we go. Shoulder blade back and down, elbow high. Smooth breathing. Good, halfway. Just don't let that shoulder shrug up to the ear. And 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. That's the left side. Now we're going to go to the right. All right, feet about hip width apart, slight toe out, and begin when you're ready. Sending the hips back, heels planted, drive to overhead. As you push to overhead, you want to think shoulder towards your ear and try to have that weight come directly over your head instead of out away from your body. Very good. It's a little bit more of one of our complex movements. So if it feels too advanced, you want to go back to our previous weeks or just stick with a simple squat. And 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. Single arm row on the left side, or excuse me, right side. So if you're doing the stagger stance, left leg forward, right foot back. 2, 1, here we go. Elbow high. Think about pulling that shoulder blade towards your spine as you row. So squeezing in towards the spine. One of the focuses here is to set those shoulder blades well on the rib cage so you have a good upper body posture. Breathe. Good work. Almost there. And rest. Very good. We're gonna be doing a little bit shorter rest breaks than normal here. Just a little bit shorter stretches, so feel free to pause if you need longer or just rest as needed. Behind the back stretch, interlace the hands, stretch out the arms, just lift up a bit. Very good. And shake out those arms. All right, we're gonna move right into set 2, going back to that thruster, this time on the left arm. So we'll go in 10 seconds. Again, feel free to pause longer, or rest as needed. If you're ready, stay with us. And here we go, sending the weight back, drive to overhead. 30 seconds here, nice and controlled. If you're more advanced with these movements and you feel confident, then you can start to move for speed. Just keep that good technique. Good job. 10 seconds. Nice breathing. 2, 1, and rotate. All right, 10 seconds, single arm row on the left. 2, 1, and here we go. Pull it up high, reach forward. Breathe out as you row. And just watch your support shoulder. Don't let your body sink into it. Keep pushing up and lifting up. Almost there. And rest. Very good. Halfway through, right side is next. Set the feet hip width apart, slight toe out. And here we go, sending the hips back. Into those squats and thrusters. Just remember, if you don't feel recovered, always better to rest than to do something that might hurt yourself. So listen to that body, listen to your instinct. Good work. And 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. Single arm row on the right. That'll be the end of round 2. We'll take a little bit longer stretch break before set 3. Left leg forward, right leg back. And here we go. Shoulder blade back and down. Elbow high above the shoulder. Remember, you're pulling that shoulder blade in towards your spine. Halfway. Very good. 2, 1, and rotate. All right, grab a drink of water first. We're gonna do our cross body stretch from a stagger stance, like a standing lunge. So if you wanna mirror me, go ahead and stand with your right leg back, your left leg forward. Take your right arm, reach it straight out, grab the elbow, and pull across the body. As you pull across the body, engage this glute and gently shift the hip forward. So shift and rotate towards that right side. Just gently pulsing through the hip. You should feel a little bit of an opening up into like the front of the hip here. Good, and then go ahead and switch sides. Got Kathy in just popping in. So left leg forward, right leg back, reach that right arm out, grab the elbow, and pull across and hinge that hip forward. Hi, Kathy, good to see you. Fantastic, got about 20 minutes left here. All right, guys, we're gonna go about 15 seconds till we go our last round of thrusters. So we'll start in 10. Again, if you need more rest, take it. Otherwise, on that left arm. And 2, 1, here we go. Sit back into the squat, drive to overhead. Nice and smooth on your breathing. Again, if you're confident with it and want to move faster, feel free. Halfway. Well done. 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. Last time, single arm row on the left. Going in 10. All right, in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Elbow up and in, reach it forward. Nice job. Over halfway. And 2, 1, and rotate. Very good. Last set of thrusters coming up. Set the feet. Nice tall chest. Ready, and here we go. Hips back, chest tall. Smooth breathing. Halfway. Good job. 2, 1, and rotate. Awesome. Single arm row on the right side. And we just have one more piece left. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Elbow up and in. Shoulder blade back and down. Hold that head neutral. Looking straight ahead, down towards the floor. Halfway. And 2, 1, and rest. Woo! All right, good set there. Grab some water. All right, gonna have you repeat that tricep stretch where you reach up, bend the elbow, keep your head tall, and you're gonna go 5 side bends on each side as I talk about this last piece. All right, so I'm gonna take you through 4 intervals. You can choose how many you wanna do for yourself. We're gonna be doing a little bit faster intervals than we have in the past. You're gonna work for 20 seconds, either a push press, or you can repeat the thruster. This time the idea is to have weights in each hand, ideally. We're gonna have a short rest, 10 seconds rest. Then you're gonna move into mountain climbers, either with elevated upper body or down on the ground, 20 seconds of mountain climbers, 10 seconds of rest, and then right into 20 seconds of what's called a fly. You can either do these standing or lying. I'll demonstrate both. Okay, so I'm gonna be using 2 different weights. I'll just switch arms each set. For the push press, you would do a little mini dip and drive to overhead. Dip and drive. For the thruster, you would do our full squat and now overhead with both arms. Okay, that's your choice between push press or thruster. 10 seconds to rotate. You can do the elevated mountain climber, hands elevated up, pulling one knee up, then the other knee up, okay? Or down on the ground in a plank, stepping the foot up and switching sides, okay? You can also do this where you're kind of like jumping the legs back and forth for more dynamic. And then for the flies, standing, you're just gonna hands in front, squeeze them back and together. If you have an elastic band, you could use that. I don't currently have that with me to demo. Or you can lie on the ground right after your mountain climbers, palms up, squeeze the shoulder blades back and together, squeeze the glutes. After the flies, we rest for 40, and then we start back with those thrusters. Any questions? So gonna be fairly quick intervals. Feel free to like work for 1 and rest for 1 if you want a little bit more rest. Okay. All right, first round I'll do push press, then I'm gonna do thrusters after that for the first exercise. We'll go in 10. And if you don't have the same size weights, just switch weights each round. And 2, 1, here we go. Dip, drive to overhead. Smooth breathing. Weight in the heels as you dip. Very good. 2, 1, rest. Good job. 10 seconds to rotate. Mountain climbers are next. 2, 1, here here we go. Good job, knees high. I'm going to show the modified version this first round, and I'll take it to the floor for the next 3. And 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. Either lying on your belly or standing for the flies. 2, 1. Squeezing the shoulder blades back and together. If you're on your belly, squeeze the glutes as well. Shoulders back and down. Activating the back. Squeeze them together. Good job. So I'm just literally pushing my palms away. Squeeze. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. So just about 1.5 minutes of work. And then in 30 seconds, we'll start round 2. We're going to do that a total of 4. Feel free to keep with all the movements that I just demoed, or you can join me for the next progression up. I'm going to be doing thrusters this set. All right, 10 seconds. So again, you can keep with just that push press, just dipping and driving if you've had enough squats. Here we go, moving for 20. Good smooth breathing. Halfway. 2, 1, rotate. Fantastic. Mountain climbers next. You can do them elevated, just like we did last time. And here we go. Keep the breathing smooth. Ten seconds. And 2, 1, rotate. Good job. Remember, you can come to standing and do your flies like this, or join me on the floor. And here we go. Squeeze the, it's like you're trying to bring your thumbs together behind your back. Even hold. Squeeze everything. And rest. Very good. 2 more sets to go. 30 seconds more rest. Sorry, getting a little dark here. We're losing daylight. We'll work with it. All right. 15 seconds. 10. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Either a partial squat or a full squat. Totally up to you. Halfway. Smooth breathing and rotate. Good job. Mountain climbers next. And here we go. Up and back. Good. Halfway. Two, 1, rotate. Good job. Lying flies or standing flies. And begin. Lift and squeeze or stand and squeeze. Either way, shoulder blades as usual, back and down. Open that chest. The glutes engaged. And rest. All right, there's 3 down, 1 to go. And then we'll do some cool down stretches. All right, hopefully you've been able to hear this over the kids' music's behind us. 15 seconds. If you've had enough for the day, go ahead and call it. We'll do our cool down stretches right about 2 minutes. Otherwise, here we go. 2, 1, and begin. Smooth breathing. Good, halfway. 2, 1, rotate. Good job. Final mountain climbers. And here we go. Step it up and back. Go to that head neutral. Almost there. Rotate. All right, I'm gonna join you for standing flies this last set. If you prefer on the ground, feel free to go on the ground. Reach in front, squeeze them back in together. Good job, halfway. Remember, you can be holding a band here as well, and rest. Awesome. All right. We're gonna start with a chest opener. So if you have a doorway to use, or I'm gonna use this tree here. All right. So go ahead and start with your arm by the door, elbow about shoulder height. Then you're gonna step the same side leg forward, lean into it, and turn away. We're gonna hold 20 seconds on each side. If you don't have anything that you can open your chest on, you can repeat that behind the back stretch as a chest opener there. Good breathing. And go ahead and switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Elbow about shoulder height, step forward, lean into it, turn away. 20 seconds here. And relax. All right. Then either seated, or if you can, come to like the floor or a couch. We're gonna do some stretches on the ground. Otherwise, you can do this as well as you can in a seated position. The first one's gonna be that glute stretch. So I did show it seated earlier. You're gonna cross one leg over, and you're gonna pull the knee towards your chest, and then you're gonna go to your opposite shoulder. So seated, you're gonna pull the opposite knee with your legs crossed towards the opposite hip. Breathe here, we'll hold about 15 to 20 on each side. And go ahead and switch when you're ready. Again, on the ground, pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder. On the chair, pulling your leg towards the opposite hip. Again, feel free to relax the eyes closed. Focus on your breath. Good. Next, we're gonna go figure 4 stretch. So this was the one where we go foot on the opposite thigh. If you're seated, you're gonna sit tall and lean forward. On the floor here, you're gonna lay back and pull both legs in. Those of you on the ground, you can add what we call like a sciatic nerve floss, where you extend the opposite leg straight up, point the foot, lift the foot, bend that knee back down. And you can incorporate this with your figure 4, extending the leg up, point the foot, lift the foot, bend the knee down. Take you through one more. Again, if you're seated, sit tall and lean forward. Good job. Let's switch legs. Same thing on the other side. Cross the foot. Sit tall, lean forward, or hug it in. And we'll go 3 flosses, extending the leg, point the foot, lift, bend at the knee. This just helps get that big nerve that lives in the back of the leg moving. Sometimes our nerves get adhered to our muscles and our tissues, and then we have different symptoms that show up because of that. So I just want to keep all that flowing. All right. Once you finish that, go ahead and come to a forward position. If you're seated, just kind of, you can reach your hands on a table. Toes together, knees divide, reach your hands forward, and we're going to gently drop the hips back, bowing the head down. It's called child's pose. You're going to breathe into the back. Good. Then we're going to come up. We're going to do our rotations here. Hand behind the head, elbow to the opposite elbow, or if you're seated, elbow towards the opposite thigh, and then you're going to rotate. Remember, seated, we did it earlier, where you're going to look over that shoulder. On all fours here, we're going to go about 5 rotations, looking up towards the ceiling. Very good. Feel free to add in a few more if you'd like. Otherwise, same thing on the other side. Hand behind the head, elbow either to the opposite elbow or the opposite thigh. We're just encouraging some good rotation through the rib cage. Getting louder and louder here. People are having a good time. All right, and then one more child's pose stretch. Again, if you're standing, you could do a side stretch like we did in warm-up like this. If you are able to be on the ground here with me, you're gonna go hands walk to one side, reach that arm long, and then drop that side down. Get a nice stretch all through the side of the body here. And breathe about 3 nice deep breaths. And switch when you're ready. Walk the hands to the opposite side. Stretch that arm nice and long and lower the body down. All right, thanks for being here today. Thanks for moving your body, taking care of yourself, and hope to see you on the live screen next time. Go ahead and stop the recording.